Hello, my name is Chris Benne, and I play drums in a band called Heroes. We are a metalcore band from New York City. What sparked my interest in being a musician? Well, back in high school, maybe a sophomore, junior year, just going to shows, concerts in the city and watching those bands play on stage. I played guitar and drums then, but like watching them play on that stage, watching the reaction from the crowd, I was like, I want to be the one up there. I want to see these people reacting like that. So I got my start in music again, back in high school. I was 15 years old. My friend Chris was teaching me how to play the drums. I was playing rock band at the time, and I knew I started getting the motions down, this. And I figured, I was like, hey, you know what? I play the guitar, I play the bass. Why not go buy a drum set and start learning how to play the drums? My friend Chris came over, started teaching me little by little, and then I kind of fell in love with that one the most, which is why I stuck with that. And years later, I eventually started Heroes. I started guitar in that band, and I wound up playing drums. So Heroes is a metalcore band from New York City, Staten Island, New York. Came about, I went to a concert one night. It was a band called The Day to Remember. They played with August Burns Red. And I was with my best friend Nick, and we went to that show. We both kind of just fell out of the bands we were in at the time, again, high school. And we just said, let's start a heavy band. We want to play heavy music. We want to play breakdowns. We want to play metalcore music. Let's just do it. So we got together a bunch of friends. I picked up a guitar, which I wasn't good at, but I figured, hey, I can teach myself how to do this. And we kind of just rolled with that. And kept playing shows, and obviously, things don't work out at first. We had a few member changes, but we've had the same lineup for the past 3 years now, and we've been rolling with that. I'm on the drums now, and Heroes is kind of just, the one thing we always remember is that we're friends first, and we play music second, and that's what's most important to us. You learn that along the way as you get together in a band, as you do these tours, as you're confined in a van with each other for days on end, that you got to be friends first, and you can't let that slip. So that's the number one rule for us. Okay, so a few words come to mind with the experience of being in an indie band. One of them is awesome because, I get to tour the world, and, we do it ourselves, and we book everything ourselves, and that's a very rewarding experience. But the other word is just absolute shit because we sleep on floors every night. We park at Walmart parking lots, and we sleep there in ice-cold vans or extremely hot vans. We don't make a lot of money, so we're kind of, we're looking for food. It's crackers from Walmart or something like that, and it's a very humbling experience. But it's to get you to that next step. You're doing what you love, and there is that ultimate payoff in the end when you do play that show. And I'm in the middle of Texas, and there's people that actually know my band's words somehow, and they're singing along. So that's that ultimate payoff. So it all balances out. Some of the highlights is meeting the people we meet along the way and how helpful these people can be. Good friend Shelby from Georgia, he helps us book our shows out there, and that guy has been nothing short of amazing and helpful for us, and we owe a lot to him. Even the band's Kublai Khan, whenever we play with them, we just got to open for them, but we became friends with them playing shows, and they're not one of those bands that cool guys you or tough guys you. And I think the biggest highlight is opening for a band called The Ghost Inside. We look up to this band. We got to play Webster Hall with them on the Locals Only tour, and we've always looked up to them, and they were nothing short of amazing back to us. They were so nice, and obviously, playing with one of your favorite bands is, I don't even know how to explain that. Just sharing the same stage as them. What difficulties have I faced in chasing my dream? A lot. Like touched on a little earlier, just when you're on the road and you have to sleep in a Walmart for the third night in a row, and you haven't showered, and you haven't eaten good food. You're just eating greasy dollar food from Burger King, McDonald's. That starts to suck. And then even it is living the dream on the road, but when you're in Texas or, Oklahoma, Florida, you're far away from home, you kind of start missing the people that are home. But it's, it's something that if you want to make this work, it's something you have to live with. My ultimate goal is just to earn a living off of music, just to do that. I was never a 9-to-5 type of person. I can't see myself really sitting behind the desk. I did go to school for business management. I honestly don't know why, because I can't see myself doing that. But my ultimate goal is to just earn a living off of something that I want to actually do. Even if maybe just say music didn't work out and I found something else, just making a living off that where I'm actually happy doing that. I don't want to be a drone. I don't want to be somebody that hates waking up in the morning and then hates going to sleep because they got to wake up again the next day. So as of right now, I'd love to just make a living off playing music. Yes, I am also chasing another dream. About almost exactly a year ago, just over a year ago, I started professional wrestling. A good friend of mine from the music scene, James Rude Boy Riley, he's been wrestling since I met him, 15, my first show. I met him going to that show. And he's always been into wrestling, and about a year ago I started getting big into it, and I always wanted to try it, but I never had the confidence to do it. And a year ago I just decided to, throw caution to the wind and say, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go try it. What's the worst that can happen? And a year later, here I am still wrestling. The advice I have for anybody chasing a dream is just do it. Just go out. You need to put in the work. It's not easy work. It's extremely hard work. But it's something you have to do. You're gonna eat shit for a lot of years before you actually get that big payoff. And trust me, it sucks and you're gonna want to give up, but just stay with it, because again, there is that big payoff at the end. So just, never give up. My name is Chris Benne, and this has been my experience.